everybody, it's your lazy gardener, Lizzie. And I just wanted to kind of bring you all along on some things that I've done this week. But, I always say this. I kind of do these videos for myself as a fantastic log. I suggest that if you're a gardener and you want to see how things are going in your garden from last year, doing video is like a fantastic way to do that. So I'm in my car right now because I have to go to the mailbox and I've done some work today. So I'm going to show you some footage from when I did a little bit of garden shopping, a little bit of garden shopping this week, and also some work in the garden as well. So please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And remember, this channel is all about gardening in zone 9B, which is my garden, and also 5B, which is Bobby's garden. So you'll be seeing some things coming from her soon as they thaw out. But for now, I'll be putting up some consistent videos for this zone. So I hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, I went to the dollar store and I picked up a few things for the garden to get me motivated. I bought some more seeds, although I don't think I need any more marigold seeds. I bought some more because you know how we do it. It was 4 for $1. I got some wildflower mix, I don't know how I feel about those, and some beans. So some contenders. I did contenders last year, and I know I need to plant a whole bunch of those to get a lot of beans off. So those are going to be going in very, very soon. And then I'm kind of into the gnome thing. I never thought I would be, but I am. And this hangs off of a pot, as you can see. So he'll be hanging off of somebody's pot. And gnomes need a home, because Thomas and Duran need a home. So I got those. And then some plant labels, because I want to see if these are going to last better than my Mammy made ones. And I just got some gloves, because you can never have enough gloves, and these probably won't last that long, but I got them anyway. They were kind of cute. Y'all, look at this lovely bee. He is just having his way with my lemon plant. Now, I heard that bees will come from a long way if they smell lemon blossoms. So hopefully, well, I'm pretty sure that blossom is pollinated, because he wasn't giving up. Now, I also did some shopping because, I was a little bit of a garden shopping girl. Why can't I say shopping today? Shopping girl. And I always like to compare prices, so I took pictures of the different potting mixes and not manure, but mushroom compost. And you can see I'm at Walmart, and they are stocked up, y'all. If you're in the South, y'all go get your groove on now. Go get your groove on now, because they are filled up with plants. I also wanted to pick up some citrus food for my lemon plant. It needs a bit of fertilizing, and y'all, everything outside of my house is hungry and thirsty, because I haven't been feeding it nor giving it anything to drink. So I'm going to rectify that this week. And here is the mushroom compost. You can see it's the same price as the black cow. I feel some kind of way about the black cow, but I have used it a little bit in the past. She got garden fever. She got garden fever. Y'all, look, I have been roaming around the city looking for stuff to get the garden going. So I thought I would show you all a little bit of what I got. I had someone that asked me what kind of compost I use, and it's mushroom compost. It's upside down, but it's mushroom compost, and I just got 2 bags for now, because I can usually find these with no problem. I also purchased some geraniums, y'all, because I want to do more flowers. And I'm going to tell y'all, I don't usually purchase flowers or anything, I always do things from seeds because, you know, then the pressure is on to actually try to help these guys to live. But they were on clearance for $2 each, and even at $2, you know, y'all, I'm kind of cheap when it comes to gardening. I still didn't want to do it, so I got 3 of them, and that's it. And I'm gonna put them all in one big pot and see how they go. So I also went to the dollar store because now is the time for us. I don't know about people up north, but down in Florida it's February still, and people are picking up things for the garden. So I got some of these planters, these little long planters. You see I put the geraniums in there for now, but that's not where they're going to live. But I have some planters. I bought 3 of these. Oh, it's 4 of them. I got 4 of those at the dollar store, and I have no idea what I'm going to use them for, but I felt like I was going to use them. And then I got these big pots in the back here. Y'all, got these at the dollar store. Look at that. I got 9 of them. I think I went a little overboard, but I'm thinking that these look prettier than the 5-gallon bucket, so these can go in my front yard, and I don't have to keep them in the back because I'm going to be putting flowers all around my house so we can bring in lots of beautiful bees. I got some citrus food, and I got this for my lemon plants because one of the lemon plants looks like it is getting ready to make some lemons, so it's time for me to start feeding and taking care of that plant better. And what else I have over here, y'all? I did buy some more seeds. We got some seeds, some daisies. I know there's some more seeds, but I'm gonna go through the seeds in a bit. I also got some tarps from the dollar store because, you know, I've been like collecting cardboard, but cardboard it's a bit precarious to try to put down and keep down. And I saw somebody on YouTube that was using tarps on the ground and to keep the grass down, so I am going to use tarps instead. I also was able to grab some of these plant labels, and I know I can get these cheaper on Amazon, but I just needed some for now, and they were $1 for 10 of them, so I just grabbed a few so I can make sure everything is marked properly, because y'all know I am not a good plant identification kind of person. I also just bought these little cheap shears that'll probably break after one time, but you know, she tried it. And I'll show in a separate clip. I got a few more things from the dollar store, but they're already in the house. And I got these. I wanted to get like some 2x4 boards, but these will probably do what I need them to do, and I'll just have to show you when I get ready to do it. But they were only like $1 and some chump change, so I got a bunch of those. So now I just have some things to kind of get things going in the garden. Alright, long story about the cinder blocks, but the short story is I was very happy to find some. Let's just put it that way for the garden. So it is actually the next day, and I'm just booting up because y'all, I always put my boots on when I go out there. Now I got these boots at Walmart, and they're really cheap. I got them the last season, and what I found is they rub your feet. They don't really have any insulation inside, so I always put on some thick socks with those. So that's just a tip, because if you're out in the garden like me, you're going to be walking around way more than you think that you will. So I'm grabbing everything that I need here. I got my coffee, and yes, a lot of cream in that coffee. Y'all, these are some of my seed starts. So these are my first seeds that I'm going to get going. And I may or may not, I don't know, you all have to let me know. Would you like me to do a video on the seeds that I have and what I'm going to plant this year? Let me know. Y'all, look inside there. I think that's a mosquito, because I got this water out of my rain barrel, which needs some mosquito dunks in it. These are some tomato plants. I did some clippings off the tomato plants that I already have. Why go out and buy some when you have tomato plants that are still growing? That's what I say. And then these are the boxes that have my kale and my Swiss chard. Well, the kale I pulled up. And I'm going to put my geraniums in my little front yard garden there. Now, what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of doing a walkthrough, because that's what I always do every morning first. I kind of make some mental notes to kind of figure out what I want to do. Y'all look at that little mushroom. It's like stuck in between the plant and the stake. I love seeing the mushrooms because that means there's something good going on in your dirt. So, but anyway, I just like to go around and kind of look at things and see how things are going. And sometimes I see things on the videos that I don't see even when I'm recording them. Like, I could see the lemons on this tree coming in, and I'm excited about that. Now, this lemon tree, I still need to do some research on, but I don't feel sad about it because I feel like I can fix it. I feel like I have a green enough thumb that I can fix this tree. And I don't think it's as old as the other one was when I got them. Now, y'all, this is the main garden. And yeah, I'm that kind of neighbor right now. I'm doing air quotes. I'm that neighbor. It looks like a lot of junk over here. And it actually didn't look this bad yesterday. But I got my cinder blocks in here, and I'm doing a lot of prep work. So I promise you, within a week or two, this place is going to start looking like it's ready to get some vegetables. It's ready to get some vegetables and some flowers. And I did a lot of cleanup in the last couple of days. And now I'm just really kind of doing a lot of prep work and starting to plant my seeds. I do like for things to be as neat as it can be for me, because like I said, y'all, I'm a little bit of a slob. Not a super slob, but a little bit of a slob. So what I'm doing here is I am moving some firewood, and yes, it has gotten cold enough for me to burn my fireplace. And yes, I'm in Florida and I do have a fireplace. But I didn't use this wood, and I just kind of took it out my car and just threw it on the side of the house. So I'm going to put it where it needs to go. However, where I'm putting it at, this was where my old wood pile was. And yeah, it's a bit of a mess up under this big gargantuan tree. That's why I have 1,253,000 leaves. Which I had someone who asked me if I wanted my yard raked, and I told them, don't you touch my leaves, because those leaves will be going into the garden. So they are very precious on my small property. Yeah, this is my wood rack, and you can see it's a bit rusted, but still very usable. So I'm going to continue to use it until the wheels fall off, because that's how I roll. I wouldn't say I'm cheap. I'm just saying I like to use things until I can't use them anymore. So this is where the old wood pile was, and I just wanted to kind of break things off of that fence, because that fence is y'all, it's hanging on for dear life. It's not my fence, it's actually my neighbor's fence. But what I planned on doing is buying some supports that they can put on their side of the fence if they choose to, because personally, I don't care if the fence falls or not. It's not my fence, and I don't mind sharing my yard. So it's just more yard for me if the fence falls. I'm just saying. But y'all, as I was raking, look at all this beautiful, lovely composted leaves and dirt, and it probably has some vermin poop in it, or some dead vermin in it, and there may even be some worms in there. And I was like, this is definitely going to be going in the garden this year. I'll just get my little cart over here and load it up and take it to the other side. So this is the new home for my firewood, and I put everything up while you guys weren't watching, because I didn't want to bore y'all to death. But if y'all like this, if you like this type of video, please give this a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you like seeing kind of my work day in the outdoor garden type of videos? I would love to know. And this is my rain barrel in the back that I really don't have access to the water because the spigot doesn't work. So I got to find some kind of way to fix that. So that's going to go on my list. And yes, y'all, I have a list. Y'all, look at that sloppy writing. That's the kind of writing that I write when I don't think anybody's looking. But I decided to take one for the team because I think it's good to have a list. Because there's so many things to be done out in the garden that I forget. So I try to keep a list. Y'all, look at Prince Charming. He looking sad because he need to clean up too. He was in the dirt. I neglected him. He needs some help. Now I'm going to put the geraniums in this pot, and I use some dirt that have carrots in them. Those are carrots from the last season, and they're going to stay in that dirt, and they're going to feed the dirt and nurture the dirt and all that good stuff. It's going to give it some added nutrition, basically. And this is an open bag of my mushroom compost, and y'all, it had like some, I don't know if that's mold or mildew or something. This was in my garage. I don't know if you can see, it's like white powder, and I'm going to use it anyway. Y'all let me know, would y'all use this? It's like real dried out too. I don't know if it's any good at this point, but I'm going to use it anyway. So I did put it inside the pot that I'm putting the geraniums in. And I decided that the pot would live here. So y'all, I gave it a ride in my wagon. In my gorilla cart, even though, you know, when you're looking at those pots, they look so big until you start putting dirt into them. It was really light, and I had decided to put all 3 of the geraniums that I got on sale at Lowe's for $2 a piece. I decided to put them all in this one pot. Now, once I put one in there, I was thinking maybe, and also when I saw how deep the root systems are in these plants, I'm thinking they're going to have to be moved to a larger pot real soon. They just barely fit all 3 of them into this pot. But the lazy Liz in me said, you know what? Let's just get her done for today. Let's put it in here. And that's what I did. I put all 3 plants in here. But I feel like already they're crowded. Because y'all see how long those roots went all the way down to the bottom of those pots, and they were starting to wrap around. So they have like a significant root system. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I kind of wish I got some more of those plants, but then again, once again, it's probably good that I didn't, because you know, the pressure is on to keep them alive, as I said before. But they do look quite beautiful. I tried to get at least one that didn't have blossoms on it already. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. And I also went back and I made sure that everything was all cleaned up, to include the geraniums, because they had a few bad pieces on them, and I took those off also, just in case they have a spot of disease or something like that. So I did have that on my list, and check. We're able to mark that one off. Next thing that I had on my list, because you know, there's a lot of things that I did that were not on my list, but this was on my list as well. And this is the lemon plant, the one that has the beautiful blossoms, and the other one as well. And off camera, I did put in some of the citrus fertilizer in there, and I also put some of the mushroom compost in. Y'all use the cruddy compost, so hopefully it doesn't mess with my plants too much. But y'all know, plants bounce back. That's my theory now. After doing my first garden, and this is my second season, I think it's gonna be okay. And y'all, my rain barrel is full of water, so I'm definitely going to just be getting water out of here. For now, I don't have a lot to water, so I'm just gonna water things from the rain barrel. One nice thing about getting water from the rain barrel is that it doesn't have any chlorine in that water. It's rainwater. So I almost think that that rain barrel water is better for the plants than the water that's going to be coming out of the hose, because it's all city water. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I was just kind of like dragging my little cart around like it was like it was a little red wagon all the whole time I'm out here working. And I kind of like that because I was picking up stuff and putting stuff here and grabbing stuff, and I didn't have to like keep going back and getting the cart. So I just dragged it around with me, and I love that cart so much. So what I'm doing right now is a spot of cleanup, because even though I'm that neighbor right now, with air quotes, I'm that neighbor with the junky yard here on the side. I try to make sure that I'm not doing the garden sprawl thing and just taking up too much space over in my neighbor's yard. So that way, and my neighbors never complain about it. They know, because once I get everything going in here, it's going to be quite lovely. But I'm still, as part of my cleanup, I try to keep everything over on my side. So I'm moving my cinder blocks, because those cinder blocks that are back there, they don't have a home just yet. And immediately things start looking a lot better. It's not too hot outside. I am sweating a little bit. It's morning time, so the sun is not at its peak, but I know it's gonna be hot. And I always have long sleeves on, because the mosquitoes here, they will carry you away if you don't have clothes on. So I don't like getting bit, so I don't mind sweating a little bit and being covered up even when it's like 100 degrees outside. I'm ridiculous like that. So I got everything mostly all cleaned up here. And one last thing I wanted to do was to kind of put some ground covering on the geraniums. And I'm using some hay. I bought a bale of hay last year during the first season, and I still have a ton of it in my backyard. So I had some in this garbage bag, so I just brought the whole garbage bag over, and I'm gonna give my geraniums a little love with some nice hay to keep it nice and moist. Now, I don't know what the moisture level should be on the geraniums. I'm not sure. And as a matter of fact, while I'm recording this, I'm thinking I didn't even give them any water. But I think I gave them some water yesterday in their little pots, but I might want to water those in. I'm just saying. I don't remember watering them. I think the dirt was wet. I think I put water. I don't even know. See, y'all making me think. That's why I like talking to y'all, because y'all making me think a little bit, because I have no idea what the heck I did. So I'm continuing on with my little cleanup and everything. But I would love to know if you all would like to know like the things that I'm going to be planting this year. I would love to share the seeds that, share by telling you what seeds that I'm going to be using this year. And if you have any questions on anything that I'm doing, let me know. Of course, remember, I'm a baby gardener. So this is my second season, and this channel is all about gardening, urban gardening, in a little bitty property in Central Florida, which is in Zone 9B. And also, you'll see videos pop up for Indiana, which is in 5B, which is where Bobby is. And Bobby is my sister cousin, in case you all haven't binged on the videos already. There's plenty to watch. You can go back and you can check that out. Again, thumbs up, subscribe so you'll know when more videos like this will come out. And I'll just leave you with my montage of the things that I got done today. Because y'all, I got a lot of stuff done today. I'm quite proud of myself. I have to say, I am very proud. And I'm proud that you all are here with me. And of course, if you have any suggestions for me, I'll take it. Because I'm all ears. So with that, Lazy Liz out, and I will see you all on the next video. Bye.